Guys, what's going on? Today's project, we're going to do an oil change on this 2015 BMW X5 35D. For popping the hood, the first thing to do is need to remove the engine cover. The cover simply pulls off. You can see on the back there's four round ball mounting points. Two balls on this side and then two female receivers on that side. Look, in the engine bay, they mount here, 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 and here. So you simply pull straight up and the engine cover comes off. Next thing to do is to access your oil filter. This is a 27 millimeter socket. I've already loosened mine, so you just get the correct size socket, 27 millimeters. Back that off. Recommend you get some shop rags underneath the oil filter cover so you can catch any oil that comes out when you pull the filter out. The replacement oil filter comes with the rubber sealing ring for the oil filter cap and a copper washer for the oil drain plug. It's part number for the oil filter, genuine BMW part. And oil I'm using is Platinum, Pennzoil Platinum Euro L 5W30. In order to do the oil change, you're either going to need a hoist, some ramps, or floor jacks in order to get the vehicle off the ground so you can access the oil drain plug. I've chose to use ramps, and I've blocked the rear wheels for safety and engaged the parking brake as well. If you're using jacks, your jacking point for the vehicle is located here. There's a rubber pad. If you jack the vehicle up with a floor jack, ensure you use safety stands as well. Once you have the vehicle safely off the ground and secured with either safety jacks or blocks if it's on the ramp, you'll need a oil catch pan, a 17 millimeter socket, and a ratchet. You need to unlock this hatch. There's simply a plastic catch you pull on this side. That'll swing down. You can remove it. And with your 17 millimeter socket, simply remove the oil plug. And we'll let that drain out. While the oil is draining out of the car, we'll replace the oil filter. I just want to point out the small fitting on the bottom of the filter and where it needs to fit into in the oil filter housing. You'll see about the 2 o'clock position on the oil filter housing is where that fitting on the bottom of the filter needs to fit into. So we'll need to slide the filter in the housing first and then screw the cap on. Just slip the filter into place. Before you put the oil filter in place, put a very light coat of oil around this rubber sealing ring. Next, you're going to take the sealing ring, the new sealing ring for the oil filter cap, and put a light coat of oil on that as well. Next, we want to remove the old filter. It simply pulls straight out. Discard that. And remove the old sealing ring. And replace it with a new ring that you just oiled. Place the oil filter cap. Take your 27mm socket. The torque setting for the oil filter cap is 25 Newton meters or 16 foot-pounds or 221 inch-pounds. Take your oil drain plug, remove the old washer, replace it with the new copper washer that came with your oil filter. With your oil drained out of the vehicle, replace your drain plug. And the torque for the drain plug is the same as the oil filter cap, which was 25 Newton meters or 16 foot-pounds or 221 inch-pounds. Replace your cover. Now we want to refill the engine with engine oil. Remove the oil cap. Crud in there. And the capacity on this vehicle, 2015 BMW X5 35D, is 6.5 liters or 7 quarts. For your own vehicle, if it's different than this one, you want to double check your capacity. And check your owner's manual to ensure you're using the right oil. Once you've filled your engine oil to capacity, replace your oil filler cap. Every time you change your oil on your vehicle, your diesel BMW should fill the diesel exhaust fluid or AdBlue. So there's a fill spot here, a fill spot here. You can see my separate video on how to do that. Next step will be to take your vehicle off the hoist or the ramps or the jacks and run the engine for approximately 5 minutes until it's up to operating temperature, and then check the oil level. You won't find it documented in your owner's manual for this vehicle, but there is a dipstick at the back of the engine block on the driver's side. There's a better look at that dipstick at the back left of the block. I've ran the car for 5 minutes. Let the oil sit for probably another 5 minutes. Now I'm pulling the dipstick to check the levels. The level read on the system inside the vehicle indicated it was okay, but I'm still going to double check the dipstick. If you've never pulled your dipstick out of your vehicle before, it might be tough to pull it out. It will come out, just give it a good tug. The first time I pulled mine out, I give it a very, very light coat of silicone lubricant on these rubber O-rings to make it easier for next time. Okay, I've pulled the dipstick. The end is dried off, so there you can see the min and max levels on the dipstick. So I'll pop it back in, see how it looks. There we go. I'm sitting exactly on the max level, and I put 6.5 liters of oil in the vehicle. And when you do your oil change, it's always a good idea to check your other fluid levels. So windshield washer here, you can see I've labeled mine so nobody mistakenly puts the wrong fluid in the wrong spot. So check your windshield washer. Check your coolant levels, check your brake fluid level in that reservoir in there. This pops off if you need to refill that. And always a good idea to check your tire levels as well. And that's it for how to change your oil on this 2015 BMW X5 35D. Thanks for watching.